G'day, I'm Dr. Tim Carey. I'm a controller, and so are you. Control matters. This short story is called Inside the Minds of Controlling People. Have you ever wondered what makes controlling people tick? Some people seem to spend their waking hours bossing other people around. The bossing can range from direct and explicit imperatives, I want that report on my desk by 2:30 p.m, to subtle but annoyingly incessant suggestions. Put more salt on your steak, it'll taste great that way. Take the first turn up here on the left, it's a quicker way to get there. Are you sure you want that second helping? Sometimes, if you object to their orders or interminable prods, it can seem like you're the one being unreasonable. What is it that separates a bully from a best friend? It turns out that bullies and besties are more alike than they are different. They both want things and they both do whatever they need to do to get what they want. This ongoing process of making the outside world match internal ideas is the same for us all. While the way that people go about their business is identical, the business that they spend their time pursuing can be very different. The agenda for bullies and bossy boots tends to involve seeing other people acting in particular ways. They focus on specifics and they focus on other people's behaviour. They have a particular view of how things should happen, and they do whatever they need to do to make sure events unfold in what they have determined is the right way. People who we wouldn't normally think of as controlling also have particular views about the ways in which things should happen. The difference is that their particular views are typically not views about how other people should behave. They might have views about how they themselves should behave, or they might have ideas about the outcome that is to be achieved, but be much less focused on how that outcome will be secured. And perhaps that is the difference. While both the bully and the bestie care about outcomes, the bully has definite and fixed ideas about how the outcome will be achieved, whereas the bestie keeps the ultimate outcome firmly in sight, but recognises that there are many different ways to get to the same point. So, what's inside the minds of controlling people? Lots and lots of goals. We could also think of goals as ideas, expectations, outcomes, standards, wants, and shoulds. The goals of bullies, dictators, and overbearing acquaintances tend to be about the right way that other people should think or act or speak or dress or be. These differences can be illustrated with classroom teachers. A teacher who we would normally think of as controlling is one who wants to see students acting in particular ways. These teachers like to see students sitting a particular way and looking a particular way and producing a particular amount of work. They might think, for example, that there is a right hairstyle that students should adopt, or a right height at which school socks should be maintained, or a right angle that the stem of the letter T should slant. Teachers who don't seem to be so controlling, however, are more relaxed about students' posture while they are writing, and the particular attire of students while they're at school. These teachers are interested in the educational outcomes that can be attained, but not so pedantically interested in the way that attainment is achieved. In the final analysis, those who boss other people around and those who don't are probably seeking the same ultimate aim. The difference is that autocrats make their own jobs harder. By pedantically specifying how other people should behave, they are likely to irritate those people and work against the very outcomes they are interested in achieving. People who we typically think of as non-controlling are still very much controllers in the sense of wanting to realize a particular outcome, but they are more relaxed about the way in which the result is achieved. They seem to intuitively appreciate that if they talk about the final destination, then they won't simultaneously need to specify all the actions required to get there. Ultimately, then, we are all control freaks. The difference is that there are some control freaks we would like to avoid, and some control freaks we would like to get to know better. It turns out that control is not the problem, but rather it is the things that people choose to control that can either forge or fragment social bonds. To find out more about controlling people, have a look at the book Controlling People: The Paradoxical Nature of Being Human. My good friend and colleague Rick Markin is the first author of this book, and I'm the second author. Try it. I think you'll like it. There's some advice. So, what do you think about that? Bye for now.